Good morning, everyone. I wanted to hop in here for a weekend video. I will try to put out one today and tomorrow. I know I've missed a few days here towards the end of the week. It has been an incredibly busy week with getting one of my children off to college, and so that was pretty much all day Thursday, and just had a lot of other stuff going on. Looking at XRP, it looked like we were going to take out this recent low at 273, and we're going to put in a new low around 265 or 257. Obviously, that didn't happen. I had shared with my group on X about 2 or 3 days ago that I was starting to build a new long position. And when this went down, obviously I was looking to add to that long position. I was about 10% long here and knew that we could possibly go lower, and I was prepared to dollar cost average in and just increase my position at that point because my conviction level is getting pretty high to the long side that if we are going to break this all-time high, we can't really go much lower than that middle 250 area, 257, 255. So I'm just gaining conviction that we have to be close to a bottom here locally in the short term and midterm, because I'm just, so bullish long term, at least for the next 3 to 4 months. Clearly time is stretching here. I was really hoping that all of our move would be done by the end of August or beginning of September. It looks like this can stretch out through the rest of the year. So it looks like October and November could be very big months when it comes to the overall market. Again, this is a lesson where past performance does not indicate future performance and present reality. Back in 2017 and even in 2021, the moves that XRP did were fairly quick. What we've had here, if you come out to say a daily time frame and you look, is we've just had, this whole year has been sideways consolidation. So it's been very hard to trade it because one would assume that with that kind of bullish impulse, we would have just continued in a quicker fashion like we had in 2021 or more so even 2017. And I've talked about those time measurements before. You can go back and look at some earlier videos about that. But overall, my thoughts remain the same, that XRP is probably a one wave. It is not a wave 4. This isn't a wave 4 correction. This is a wave 1 correction. And so what I believe we're looking at is if that was the bottom of wave 2, that 273 area, and we're not going to invalidate that and go lower to 257, then I believe our next stop is around 584 for wave 3, and then around $9 to $10 for wave 5. So as a trader, that's where I'm going to be looking to exit my trading positions. I might even take a little bit at 585, just depending on the overall view in the market at that moment. So those are your two targets, 584 and 932 to probably $10.50. I think we'll get some overthrow here on that 4236. I would love to see us get that aggressive 5618 for our fifth wave up there at 1389, 1411, somewhere in there. That would be awesome too. I'm not going to complain. But that's what we're looking at for now. Nothing is invalidated on the macro count here, but we really do start to need to put in a higher high of around 340, and then a higher high, of course, of above 366, which is our old high here. So those are just my thoughts overall on XRP. Of course, other things are going to do great in this bull cycle. Stronghold, Supra, Flare, Fartcoin, Cardano, Stellar, Velo, XDC, Link. I could go down the list. Bio is another token. Propi, IOTA. All these are going to do pretty well. Even DAG. DAG will do well. So yeah, there's a lot here that's going on. Man, look at Bio. It's just ripped. Wow. That's a beautiful trade if you were in on it. So those are my thoughts here on Saturday morning. Of course, keep in mind we have the weekly close coming up tomorrow. So watching that closely, would love to see us turn this green. If you hear scratching on a door in the background, that's one of my dogs. But anyway, hope everybody has a great Saturday. Get out there, touch some grass, get away from the computer, and just wait for the trades to come to you. But yeah, I'm currently in a long and looking for this to take off to 585 and then ultimately that low two-digit region around $10. All right, we'll talk soon. Thanks.